All right, fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And we're here because we have a new episode of The Flash. The new season started, and I've been really interested ever since the last season ended. Really curious to see how they're going to do their whole Flashpoint thing. And in this episode, it kind of ended pretty quick, to be honest. I thought they were going to stretch the Flashpoint paradox, their whole storyline of it, maybe over a few episodes or maybe running half a season or something, but it started and stopped with the first episode. Basically what happened, Barry has been living this cushy life because at the end of last season he kind of changed his history, stopped his mom from being killed, and he's been living with his mom and his dad. Everybody's off doing their own separate things. You got Wally running around as Kid Flash. Barry's no longer doing the whole Flash thing, so he's living his life and has everything he's ever wanted. But time is starting to catch up with him. The more he uses his speed in his daily life, even though he's not the Flash, he's still running around really fast and things like that. But the longer he waits, time is like catching up. So let's say this life that he has now is overwriting his memories that he previously had, and he keeps Reverse Flash locked up in his warehouse because he didn't know what to do with him after he stopped him. So he took him to his warehouse and locked him up, and he's been keeping him there ever since. And his memory starts getting wiped away, and he doesn't know what to do. So he goes back to the Reverse Flash, and the Reverse Flash is telling him, hey, look, your memories are gonna go away. It's like pretty soon you're gonna be begging me to kill your mom. So he tries to he runs and gets the band back together. They stop the current bad guy of the episode. I'm assuming that's gonna be an ongoing thing. There's another speedster called the Rival. Apparently they never mentioned where he got his powers from. He was just another speedster that they somehow just had in this newer version of reality. And me personally, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting tired of speedsters in the Flash. I understand it's like, okay, you had the Reverse Flash, you got Kid Flash now, you got the Flash himself, and you even had Zoom in the last season. I would rather see a different threat that's not a speedster at this point. We're like 3 seasons in, it's like, come on, do something different. Not everything has to be a speedster or has to relate to a speedster, but he gets the gang back together. They try to stop him. They eventually bring him down. Wally gets injured, and in order to, I guess, save Wally and everything and save his memories, because as the episode goes along, he's losing his memories of what he previously had, and he goes back to the Reverse Flash, and pretty much him and Iris let him out so that he can go and kill his mom rather than having himself save him. So he takes him back, he kills his mom, and when time gets, let's say, reset, so to speak, just like in the Flashpoint comic book, things are back to normal, but now things are different. When they came back to the house, for some reason, he asked where Iris was, and somehow Iris and Joe had a falling out where Wally was like, they don't speak no more, you should know that. And Joe got like super pissed. So something happened between him and Iris. I'm assuming we're going to figure that out as the season goes on, obviously. But one thing that really interested me was the villain that they defeated in episode 1, the Rival. Somehow he's getting some kind of weird messages when he gets woken up out of his sleep. And now that everything's back to normal, the word alchemy gets written on his mirror in his bedroom. Maybe that's how he got his powers, because he was hearing some kind of like voice telling him to wake up and things like that. So I don't know where they're gonna take that. Maybe he got his speed through alchemy versus the whole particle accelerator thing. But if that's the case, how is he hearing this mysterious voice that's telling him what to do and everything like that? So maybe that's just a part of his powers, who knows? But it seems like he's being guided along to do something. you know, we don't know, and he doesn't know specifically because they, you know, they haven't told anything yet, but that's like the only clue we're given so far. So I really did thought that they were going to stretch this out. I really did. I don't know why they've condensed it all down to one episode. This episode went, I know the TV show's called The Flash, but this episode went by pretty fast. Story wise, maybe, you know, maybe it's because we already know all the characters, we already know everything, but I figured they was gonna at least stretch out the whole Flashpoint universe and kind of gradually tell, you know, what's been going on, and over, let's say, a period of like 6 or 7 episodes, do we see the problems that this Flashpoint universe is having and why Barry has to go back and change things back to normal. But by them knocking it out of the way real quick, you know, in like the first episode, it wasn't even a 2-parter. It was just like it's over and done with. I have a feeling that maybe they're trying to get to the story that they want to tell this season, and maybe they need a lot of episodes to actually do that. Maybe they're doing something a little bit different than, you know, maybe they weren't doing the whole Flashpoint thing, because I thought that was going to be like the point of the whole season, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe they're going to do their own thing and have this whole nother season of episodes to completely give us something new. And if that's the case, I mean, I can't be mad at them. You know, it is what it is. Somehow I think the changes are going to introduce Supergirl and Superman into this universe, because they have to tie in Supergirl some kind of way, so I know that's going to happen. I'm curious to see if any ramifications are going to happen on Arrow, because it's going to be the same universe, so he just changed everything, so there are going to be changes across the board. I don't know how they're going to affect that, but I'm sure that across all of the WB DC shows, they're going to do something to change everything, and I'm very curious to see what that is. But anyways, that's just been my thoughts on the new Flash episode that premiered less than like an hour ago. And I'll try to keep up with these every week as they come out, so please be on the lookout for more. My name is Denonu, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.